Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. I'll be using tobacco today. A few other things. A little Sean Summers Lathering Bowl. A little Boar 10,098. Thought I'd make a shave video today. But not just a shave video, of course. I'm going to have a little talk, a little ramble. You may not like it. None of you may like it. That's fine. One of the reasons I did not monetize my channel. Makes it harder to give a crap if you try to shut me up. We're going to talk about Bleacher thinking and how this has gotten ridiculously stupid in the wet shaving community, with accusations of one side being all righteous and the other side being completely from hell. I love this soap. Bleacher thinking in a nutshell, and I'll leave the link below. Probably misinterpret part of it. I'm not a speaker. Tough beans. Is if you're in a baseball game or an old high school football game or something similar, and your team is on the field, and their team is on the field. Put down my phone, just beeped again and again. Alright. You're at a football game and your team's on the field and their team is on the field. In this case, we're going to say one side is pretty independent for the most part, in certain respects, I suppose. Not anymore, maybe. And we believe in gold dollars, affordable, cheap shaving goods, artisan soaps, all kinds of stuff. And we don't really care where we get it or who sells it. The other side is place. Well, a couple places actually. They're old school forum members. One of them was called Straight Razor Designs, or Place, same difference. The other place was Badger and Blade. And my dog's going nuts right on time. Now one side says, if you learn to hone our way and buy our gear, you're cool. The other side says, if you buy from them, you're a traitor. If you used any of their techniques, you're a traitor. Well, the problem is, they're both wrong. Completely wrong. Where you buy your gear does not make you a traitor. What gear you buy does not make you a real traitor. See, the problem is, neither side is willing to turn around and look over their shoulder at their fellow bleacher sitters. See, you got a lot of really good guys in both places, or all three or four, whatever. It's a multi-sided thing now. But you have people who, if you have friends from the other places, both sides, by the way, will make you a pariah. They'll mock you to your face and behind your back. That's what bleacher thinking is. Why we would never do what they would do. Well, from where you're sitting, maybe you can't see it. But those of us who've turned around in our seats and are looking behind us can see it. I've been thinking this for 6 months now. I thought I could make a difference, but that isn't really making a difference to stay on one side or the other, is it? And for me, this hobby is the football game. And the people I value the most are new wet shavers. Both sides have a lot at stake here. Prestige, reputation, money, same difference. And one thing people don't like to share is prestige or money or reputation. Now the gold dollar people have a point. There is a huge market, huge, for sub $50 razors. Think of the guy who works at Walmart, McDonald's, Kmart, wherever. If he has a kid, or multiple kids, $100 and up razor is just going to be that. Maybe once every couple of years he can afford to spring for a razor. If he doesn't like it, makes a mistake or gets a mishoned razor, he's out $100+ minimum. That's a big deal. On the flip side, a $100 razor is going to be better ground, generally speaking. It might, and this is debatable, scientifically debatable, it might have a better temper. It might. Not always. I've found a lot of new razors and vintage razors that are crap. Complete crap. But they're touted as being the best of the best. Because somebody with a reputation from a certain place touched them. Or holds the opinion that they're the best because of a name. Now I'm going to get a lot of flack from both sides, but I don't really care. Not anymore. If you can find somebody to sell you a good razor, buy it. The problem is, this bleacher thinking isn't helping. Well, that person's pushing gold dollars or ZY razors or Christ knows what, and that means they're bad, is bleacher thinking, period. And that guy from my side which happens to be the affordable do-it-yourself side, usually. I have some luxury razors. Lost my train of thought. But you should buy what is within your reach. And getting it around to honing and maintaining them, a lot of people say, well, you should buy a Naniwa or something similar. That is ridiculous. If they couldn't afford a $100 razor, they're not going to afford nearly a $250 and up set of stones and then a DMT AC to lap it. What they can afford is an $18 King or Sahiro, and then learn the technique to minimize the microchipping on the edge. Technique is free, guys. The skill is free. Just takes putting time in. Yes, a Chaucera is a better stone than a King. I can't tell you how many times better, but it's a lot. And yes, a Jerry Stark or Brian Brown or Christ knows whatever brand you're pushing is going to balance better, have a better grind than any gold dollar I've ever picked up. But I'm not paying $300 and up if I work at Walmart or if I've got a family with kids, for Christ's sake. And you're mocking people, belittling them, is killing my hobby. I'm done being uninvolved. I'm not in the bleachers anymore. And this is to my side also. My side. I don't guess I have a side anymore. Just wet shaving and yeah, I'm the affordable guy, right? But I'm telling you, you administrators of these forums, you need to sharpen up, shape up. Quit letting your friends run roughshod over what they consider the other side. And to my side, you need to start practicing what you thought you were preaching. Quit running roughshod over people doing vintage restores and touting them. Commercialization is a bad thing? I don't think so. The more choices I have, the more affordable everything gets. That's basic capitalism. Supply and demand. The more the supply goes up to meet the demand and overachieves it or overtops it, the cheaper prices get. This isn't just my opinion. You can find this online. Now, whether any of you hate me or not, it was time somebody said, hey look, gold dollar people, ZY people, start practicing what you preach. Quit talking smack all the time. Quit being assholes. And hey, you Straight Razor Place people, and you B&B and God knows what other forum out there, Temple of Hate and who knows what, guess what? You need to straighten up too. You better shape up and be men, gentlemen and gentle ladies. Or you can just be realistic and honest. Things aren't easy for the non-golf course people, okay? Let's just put it that way. There's a lot of people out there who are making sub $15 an hour and they've got kids and a car payment and rent if they aren't buying their place. They aren't going to buy a $150 Dovo or $150, $160 Boker or whatever. They're going to go online. They're going to try to do it their way. And if they're smart, they'll find people out there who know how to teach how to set a bevel on sandpaper, lap on silicone carbide loose grit, and God knows what else. But it isn't pretty. And yeah, it doesn't always look great, and it isn't sexy. Like a DMT AC. I've got a shelf full of DMT, so I'm not poor. But there's a lot of people that I talk to and give ideas to that are. And guess what? The wet shaving community, we need all of them. We need the poor guys, we need the middle class, and we need the upper crust. There's room for everybody, unless you try to spread out and kill off everybody, also known as your competition. Vendors, hold your distributors to something. If they won't be honest and honorable, hold them to it. I can't tell you how to do that. You're going to figure that yourself out. I know, what a shaving video, right? I got a DFS to BBS off of an eBay vintage. It had a nasty warp to it, so it isn't going to ever be pretty. You have to hone it 2 different ways, one for each side of the blade. But guess what? It shaved me fine. Go out, get you some Mother's Mag Polish, some 400 grit sandpaper. Save you a learn to look online. Learn to find out what you're looking for on eBay or something. But I'm telling both sides, my side and the other side, you both better shape up or wet shaving's never going to get mainstream ever. And trust me, we need to go mainstream. We are growing, but it seems like every time we get to a certain side, we drag ourselves right back through this bull crap mud hole. It's just ridiculous. Both sides, my side or whatever side I was on and the side that you're on, need to shape up. Look behind you. When you see somebody being an elitist on Facebook or God knows what other forum page out there, call them on it. Try it quietly first. PM them. Be polite. Be proper. But if they call you out and they try to be a jerkwad, cut them down. Tell them what you're thinking. Don't call them names. Don't belittle them. No ad hominem attacks. Just tell them, listen, you're not helping things. Yeah, you're going to get some hate if you do that. But it's time we all grew up. I'll see y'all soon.